So when I first pulled this mermaid, I was so confused on what she does because her kit description is just a wall of text. I'm talking Punishing Grey Raven's level of length. So today we're just doing a quick rundown of how the hell to play Cantarella. She's actually really straightforward, and it all kind of boils down to a very simple rotation. Maybe it's not the most optimal, but you know what? I play Wuthering Waves on my phone mainly, so we're just going for a little bit of casual rotations here. Now, the visual indicators, very important to start. Next to the concerto bar, she's got 1 stack right now out of 5. How do we get these? Every time we do our 3rd hit of basic attack, we get 1. Every time we do our skill outside of her forte mode, we get 1. Every time we use our ultimate, we get 3. Very good. That's why the energy regen is kind of important on her to keep the uptime of her Mirage pretty good, although her cooldown on her enhanced skill is 18 seconds. We're going to get to that later. Now, once we're at 5, we can do it earlier, but mainly want to do it at 5. We can hold our basic, and the things that we're going to want to look at is the diamonds underneath all these purple rectangles. Every time we use an enhanced basic inside the Mirage mode, or in Mirage, it's going to fill up. There's 1 lit diamond, 2 lit diamonds, 3 lit diamonds, and then we can go ahead and do our enhanced skill. Now, it's flashing there because in 8 seconds, the state's going to disappear, or once you use all your stacks. So it probably makes sense to have more than 3 stacks if you don't have 3 diamonds before you actually hold and enter the state to make sure you can use that enhanced skill. And the visual indicator to tell when the 18 seconds is up for the enhanced skill is pretty much whether the little wings next to the diamonds are colored or if they're gray. If they're gray, then it's still on cooldown, and once they're colored up, then they're ready to be charged and used. Now, for a full rotation to actually use the echo, you can toss it in the beginning or in the end, it kind of depends. However, in the actual Mirage state, our skill changes because we've got 3 different skills. The first skill is just going to be outside to give us a point. So this is actually going to be a good demonstration of when she enters the fight. She'll have her intro skill, or from a different character, get the 1 point, use the skill to get 2 points. The ultimate is going to get us to 5. And then when we hold basic, we can actually use our skill, and that's going to slow them. And then we're going to do a little jolt thing after we get our 3rd stack. We use the enhanced skill, and then we finish off the points. Now, the little jolt is honestly trivial. It doesn't actually matter all that much. But the important part is that the echo, or the skill, is going to count as an echo skill, which is going to be good if you have her light cone for that extra trigger, plus extra concerto when we go into the kit in the future. So let's jump into the kit of Cantarella and look at what the hell these, massive text boxes actually mean. Starting off with the very short ones, these 2 extra skills. Every time you cast the Echo, for 2 stacks, you're going to get 6%, so 12% free. You're going to see why it's so easy to cast Echo skills because her ultimate counts as Echoes obviously, and then also the enhanced skill, and also the skill which is in the forte mode. So this other one, increased healing bonus, very straightforward. Starting off with the basic attacks, it's a 3-string basic attack. The 3rd one, you're going to get the point. Simple. You're going to be doing the heavy attack to enter the trance state, or the Mirage state, rather. So many goddamn words. I mean, delusive, dive, Mirage. Actually, that's not too many. Anyways, after that, that's it. That's all for the first one. As for the skill, there's 3 different ones. There's the graceful step, just the normal one that's going to be giving us the point. When we're in Mirage, when we use our skill, that's going to slow them, putting them into this hazy dream that you can see right here. And the 3rd one is going to be when we do have those 3 stacks of diamonds, doing a big blast of damage. That's actually in the forte. However, this is just going to show that the hazy dream reduces the movement speed for 6.5 seconds, blah, blah, blah. It does some jolt stuff. I don't think the jolt really matters all that much unless you get into her sequences, because the damage multiplier isn't all that high at 145% for the jolt, although you do still want to do the skill to get that echo buff. For the forte, let's get into the forte after. First, let's do the ultimate. Very straightforward. You're going to be getting 3 points of Mirage, although that's in the forte ability. What this is going to do is it's going to do pretty much similar to Zeji, little coordinated attack things, and that's going to be really good for Jinshi, or I guess if you want to put the coordinated set on her. Not too much of her damage comes from her jellyfish, however, it still works, I guess, right? If it hits the crits, it's like, 12.56% times 21. I think if you compare that over to Zeji's percent, her bird strikes are relatively strong. At level 9, there are 60% for those little inkling damages. Now, for the rest of Cantarella, if we go back into the Forte, the big chunk, the massive chunk, wow, not as massive as her tits. So here in the Forte, this pretty much just means when we enter Mirage state, our basic attacks are going to be turned into our little enhanced basic attacks, and they're also going to be healing the whole team every time we do them, including that enhanced skill. When we go a little bit further down, just a whole bunch of nonsense, Mirage lasts for 8 seconds or until our points are gone. And this is going to be the 3 points of Shiver. Once we get those, we're going to be able to do our enhanced skill. Fairly straightforward. Counts as an echo skill. Wow. This is a pretty important part. Abyssal Rebirth. After casting the intro skill, right? Cantarella's, you're going to be getting up to 6 activations of extra concerto gain for every echo that's used on the team. So if we count the 3 normal echoes, plus her skill and her ultimate, plus her enhanced skill, that's all going to be different echo triggers to get us that 36 concerto to hopefully make her, a very concerto efficient character, which I believe she is inside of her little logos or whatever. Now, this is just going to be a little bit of increased speed for Cantarella's diving, her water activities, water maneuvers. And as for Trance, pretty straightforward. Intro skill is going to get 1, third basic attack is going to get 1, skill is going to get 1, and ultimate is going to get 3. And also, if we're in the water, we get 1 point every 5 seconds. That's pretty interesting. Other than that, this is all nothing. So let's get into a quick run with Cantarella with my amazing, just so perfect, no mistakes gameplay, and just see what she is in my favorite team. Now, since Cantarella doesn't have like an actual team as of now, because there is no Havoc in the skill damage character, since, well, Camellia is basic and Rochia is perfect, or Rakia, or I don't know how to say the name. Anyways, this is a pretty fun team. I like this one quite a bit because Jinshi is my favorite DPS in Wuthering Waves. And speaking of Wuthering Waves, we're going to weather the waves by moving my face over to the left. Wow. So let's start the battle and see what she's like. Please do mind the possibly inferior gameplay. We are a turn-based gacha player. Isn't that crazy? I'm going to go ahead and go into a little bit of ding-ding. Nice. We'll skill, hold, skill again, basic, into the enhanced skill. Toss 2 more, and then echo skill into Jinshi. Probably could have done it faster, but it's okay. Missed a crit. And then charge up our massive dragon. Bang, bang. A bang. Back into Verena. And then recycle the process. Once more. We are missing a good bit of energy regen on my Cantarella, so her ultimate's a little bit rough to get, but it's fine. We can actually pop the ultimate over right at the end, save the points for the next rotation, and then go ahead and skill back into our Jinshi. Almost max stacks. Would have preferred for it to be a little bit better, but it's okay. Oh, missed crit. Sucks. Back into Verena, and back into Cantarella. Back into the state, we skill, 1, 2, enhanced skill, a bang, bang, bang. Use these points. We can also honestly just use our skill, and that should work. 1 echo, back into our Jinshi for a massive big dick blast. Verena's buffs may have ran out, but it's fine. And we'll finish it off with a nice... Oh. Or not. Oops. Please die. Ooh. Wow. The mermaid Cantarella in her natural environment, the water. Such a crazy character. Let me know what you guys think about her in the comments. She is quite fun to play. A little bit less damage than I would have liked, but I guess that's just the trade-off for, well... for this. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.